book The Plague, written by Albert Camus, who won a Nobel Prize in Literature, and The Plague is one of his most remarkable works. So there are many books throughout the history of literature that have touched upon things like viruses, bacteria, pandemic. So why did we choose The Plague to be the one that is going to be leading this conversation today? Rita, what is this book about, The Plague?
In the book, there is also the plague, and the people's first reaction is that they try to pretend that what plague? Like nothing is happening. We are living our everyday life. We go to work. Nothing is changing. We are ignoring it. Even like we had the example in our situation that authorities ignore it first, and they were trying to hide it. No, in our district we don't have any plague. And then it was hard to cover because people were dying and the number of deaf people were increasing. So they have to face the fact that something is going on, like we face it today. And then we have we are on the stage that we feel unsecured. There is a bit of fear, maybe not yet a panic, but this what we hear is making us think what will happen? Will I gonna die? Something like this. And what is also relevant to our situation that we all have to face it somehow, that you cannot hide anywhere. We are all connected, and we saw how much connected we are in nowadays world, that we are no more only one city. It's many cities all around the world. And this is a new situation that is spreading so fast, and that we all, young, old, kids, we all have to face what it will change in our lives. Because as also in the book, there is this quote that I had so many things to do and I had so many plans, but then the plague came and put a hand on my shoulder. And this is our situation, that we have to think is it really so serious? Or we cannot more ignore it. It's a fact that we have this plague and that will come sooner or later to our cities. And then you have to react what you do in this. And in the book, there are a lot of characters who are showing, are you selfish? Are you thinking only about yourself to survive and rescue yourself? Or are you helping others and you want to change the situation? We have a character of Grant. Grant is a typical white-collar worker. He is this example that we are waiting for a better moment to fulfill the dreams. And suddenly the plague came and there can be no tomorrow. He goes to work from 9 to 5, and when he was applying for this job, he was hoping for a great career, that he will be fast promoted, but it never happened. And he never asked to get a higher salary because Grant has a problem with finding the right words. So he didn't know how to ask to get promoted, and he didn't get promoted because when you don't ask, you don't get. So he's working there every day, having his routines, and suddenly there comes this plague. And he's also, after hours, he's working his book because he got this dream that he will publish a book that is incredible, that everybody, his dream is that when he will finish this book, people will open the book and they will say, wow. And he's writing this book, but he got stuck on the first sentence. And the sentence is that in a beautiful morning, a lady is riding on a horse through the alley in a Bolognese forest. And he cannot go through this sentence further because he's missing the words, because we all have sometimes this problem that we want things to be perfect. But as we know, better than perfect. We choose this exact book because there are a lot of similarities. And also what was important for us to talk about this, what also we can learn from this plague. It's not a nice thing, but this is a fact, it's happening. So maybe we can use it as some kind of awakening, also how you were living your life. And also what is a human condition, what kind of human are we? Are we only thinking about ourselves, or are we thinking about our community, about our city, about our country? And is it okay that police can come and say you need to stay at home for another 2 months, or you don't know how long? Is your rights, because you have to again fight about your human rights. You thought that you are a free person, you can travel, and suddenly police can come and say you have to stay at home. So this is all the questions that is this important individual or common good? Should you sacrifice yourself for a group, for your country, for the people? So we have a lot of questions according this what is going on, and this book is answering. We have a lot of characters who show how you can react. Are you selfish, like a journalist Rambert, who came to the city to make a reportage about Arabs living in a city, Oran in Algiers, and you are thinking like, I came here randomly and you are trying to escape, it's not my city, my beloved one is waiting for me in another city, I want to be again with people who I love, I don't want to be in a city who is affected by illness, I want to escape. And we have the real example, like in Italy, there was this 80 years old man who escaped from a city, and he took a train and he affected 30 more people. So did he have the right to do this? He wanted to survive. He wanted to escape from the place. But was it okay to do or not? So we have a lot of questions about it, especially in the situation of war or like this plague. We think about that we want to survive because all the human beings, we want to survive and be happy. This is our first basic things. Whenever something is happened, we just want to survive and we want to be happy. So his first reaction is he wants to escape from the place. He wants to survive. He wants to be united with the people who he loves and he wants to live. This journalist, first, he is trying to corrupt people who are protecting the gate in the book, but then he realized that he cannot escape, that there is no way out. And he sees that he's not the only one who has beloved one outside the city. So he's not the only one who is sacrificing something. And there is this Dr. Ryu, and he's deciding to help the doctor and help with the people who are ill and do something for a good of a community. My reflection would be like Camus wrote in the book, that after all, he thinks that there is more good in people than bad. And this is a test for our humanity, how we will react and how we'll manage through this, because this will for sure pass. But of course, that causes a lot of problems and a lot of suffer because a lot of people are dying. So I think we should just think about this, what is good in us, and try to go through the situation the best we can.
So we had two lines of discussion today. One of them was regarding the importance of knowing our history, of understanding that this is not the first time we experience a thing like coronavirus, and it's probably not going to be the last time, and also how these social phenomena can trigger in ourselves a moment of self-reflection.